So hello. So today, I ended up going to the grocery store in the middle of the day just to pick up a couple of things. And on my way back, I was listening to some stuff on a podcast that had me thinking about the nature of God. How some people refer to God as, a personal entity, he, she, they, them, and how others refer to God as the quantum field, the morphogenetic field, this mathematical infinity. And I feel like I'm probably closer to the quantum field, mathematical entity type. Like I feel like thinking of God as another person is too limiting in some respects. But the mathematical infinity it does encompass it for me, but it also doesn't capture the emotional intimacy that I've always felt with the divine. And I'm wondering if other people struggle with that too. Like I don't think of my higher power or God, the divine, necessarily as this entity with human characteristics the way I did when I was younger. Yet at the same time, I do feel like the divine expresses itself through me. And words are so limiting. And I also do feel like part of this process of becoming a new human, expanding who we are, our DNA, our nervous system, part of that is it. It is an evolution of the divine within us. And I guess I would just like a way to express the feeling of connection, friendship, love that I have. But it's more than that too. Like I feel like my relationship with God is more than the relationship I have with like loved ones, other people. And I've always felt that actually, even as a child, which I'm grateful for because I know not everyone has that. Like I've always felt like the presence of God in some aspect, even if I didn't have words for it or I didn't refer to it that way when I was younger. I've always felt this presence, this comfort, someone I could communicate with and who communicates with me. I think that's the other piece of it too. I know a lot of people, they don't always feel that or haven't always had that experience. And it's one of the things that's always helped me get through really tough times. Like I've dated a few atheists and I always wondered about that. Like, how do they get through life when it's really hard, when you do experience a trauma or like a major loss or a death of someone? Like, I don't know if you can really get enough comfort from another human being during those times. I don't know if they ever did. I mean, I did my best to my ability when they were going through those things. And I always thought it was weird too that atheists would be attracted to me since I'm like clearly on the opposite end of that spectrum. But maybe that was part of it too. That they liked that I had this unwavering faith in something outside of myself. And maybe that was part of the attraction. And maybe on my part as well, like maybe I was curious about like someone who could go through life without a sense of being connected to God or the divine and not having a need for it. I think that did fascinate me on some level, even if the relationship didn't work out for other reasons. And then I just thought about how weird it is that I'm thinking about this like on a public bus ride on my way home. I mean, I live in a suburban area and it's like a short bus ride. It's only like 10, 15 minutes, which is nice. And I was also thinking about too how nice it was to be at the store in the middle of the day. It's one of the advantages to working from home. Although I actually took the day off from my day job today. That was the other reason why I went, since I had more time than usual to like do that sort of thing. And I noticed like whenever I run errands now, like there's always people out and about, because since the post-pandemic, a lot of people work from home or have more flexible schedules. So, people are running their errands now like every day and not just on Saturdays or Sundays. And I know a lot of people are bothered by that. Like every time you leave the house, there's like everyone everywhere now. Like there used to be times during the week where like there were certain times a day you could go to like the grocery store or the drugstore and like there'd be nobody there. And like that doesn't really happen anymore. But I also like that it's not like this huge crush like when you would go like on a Saturday morning or a Sunday afternoon, like when everyone would be there, like that work 9 to 5. Like I like that it's more evenly spaced out. Like there's just like this gentle, what do I want to say? It's more like just a gentle hum of like people and activity whenever I'm out and about now. And since I do work from home, it is nice to actually have that. Like I do like just being around other people, just doing their thing, like being in the energy of life happening around me. And I suppose that's why I'm thinking about this in this conversation, since I feel like that's another aspect of the divine as well. Like just people, like just being out and about and like living their actual lives and like taking care of everyday stuff. Like there is a spirituality to that too, as well. There's something, I guess the last few days I've really been thinking about just how precious life itself is. And I think part of it is like my sisters have friends who are like having surgeries, and there have been a few deaths in their friends circle. And, it makes you think about like the bigger picture, even if you weren't close to people who were like dying or had like near death experiences. Like just hearing about it, it makes you think about your own mortality and just life itself. And like, am I making the most of life? Am I doing the best with my life? But then that puts so much pressure on us too, like it makes you feel like you have to like win a Nobel Prize, or, you should have been an Olympic athlete or something. And fantastic if you've done those things, like kudos to you. Amazing. But, most of us, like, that's not our life. And I think it's just as profound to just have a life, like just, whether you work or not, or if you have kids or you don't have kids, like just showing up, like whatever you do, like it makes a difference, like just smiling at another person in the middle of the day. Like there were times when I was having a really hard time and like a complete stranger just like smiling or opening the door or holding the bus for me, so I wouldn't miss it. Like those little things, like on certain days when I was going through certain times, like it meant the world to me. Like it made me think, okay, I'm not a complete waste, and maybe there is something larger at play here. Maybe I can go on one more day. Like you never know, like what a little thing that someone does or says, or someone just smiling at you and like giving you a compliment, like what it's going to do for you. So just don't take it for granted. Like just being yourself, like just whatever you do, even if it's a mundane thing at your job, or, just like making a meal for your kids, helping them with their homework, or, just going to the grocery store. Like that's supporting a business. That's keeping that business alive. And that's helping people like have jobs. Like it all serves. It all serves. And so often I think of that as God too, as source. And I don't necessarily feel the need to name it. I like thinking of it as the end and the beginning, or like when I grew up in Christian churches, the Alpha and the Omega, all of it. And I do think there's something to that too. Like that is my experience of God, the divine, higher power. It is everything and nothing all at once. And I love feeling like I'm a part of it, like this incredible fabric of life, love, joy, and energetic intimacy is sometimes how I think of it, or infinite intimacy. Yeah, I guess now that I say it out loud, that is how I think of God, the divine. Infinite intimacy. That actually feels really good to me. Well, those are my thoughts for now, for the day. Let me know what you think. And love, peace, and blessings to you.